So for the next few problems, you may not see the steps for elimination or substitution, but don't worry if you cannot do the steps. I'm gonna show you later on in another section how to do this with a calculator without requiring to do any work by hand. So this is the reason why you're seeing very little work being shown for all of these problems. I just gave you the answers basically so you know if you're setting it up right or not. So the first one is a supply demand problem, and I set it up like before. So basically on one hand I am saying that the supply S of X has to be equal to the demand D of X. And so solving that problem I get 15, and remember 15 is in thousands, so that technically they need 15,000 video games, and 100 is the Y coordinate or the price. Now for the next one, it's sort of similar to a situation where we're mixing, except we're mixing kind of money in this case. So again, you see the steps written down right there. And I didn't write down all the steps to go from here to there, but again, I'm gonna show you how to plug this whole thing into a calculator later on into what's called the matrix, and then hit a couple buttons and you get these two answers. So that's why you're not seeing a lot of steps being shown. But you got to be a little bit careful with this one because, you know, again, we don't have the percentage of interest. We just know that the amount is 690. And so again, when you're setting it up, be careful. This is your first equation, represents the interest. The second equation represents the original dollar amount that you invested in the two accounts. Next, we have the example 8 and 9, which look very similar. Two groups of people buying, you know, tickets to whatever, popcorn, basketball games, whatever. And so again, I'm saying first the T represents in this problem the price of one ticket, and P represents the price of one popcorn. And in this problem, I have two equations because there are two variables. So that's what I wanted to mention in this section. If there are two variables, then you need two equations. If there are three variables, to solve the problem, you'll need three equations. And then my equations in this case come from this sentence over here. So the first sentence tells me that 4 tickets and 2 bags of popcorn cost $14. And then again, 5 tickets and 5 bags of popcorn cost $25. So that's gonna give me my equation 1, and that's gonna give me my equation 2. And that's what you're seeing set up over here. And again, I didn't tell you whether I did elimination or substitution because it's not gonna matter at the end of the day. We're gonna be using something called the matrix method to find the numbers 2 and 3. So in this case, the price of one ticket is $2 and the price of a popcorn bag is $3. Finally, example 9 with the pizza and soda. Again, same idea. We have 3 large pizzas and 2 sodas costing $25. That's gonna give me equation 1. And also I know that 2 large pizzas and 4 large bottles of soda cost $22. So that's gonna give me equation number 2. And that's what you're seeing here and here. And again, solving it, you get the numbers 7 and 2. So don't really worry if you did not understand the elimination and substitution methods. The bottom line is we're going to use something called the matrix method to get these answers.